30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! I'm here all day. I'm here all day. He's cracked.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. This is Coleman with a grab. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. It finds his target, Fuller. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. This is so ever, 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on first down is Locke. Dumps it complete to Miller. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw it is Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
56, the mic, boy, 56. Check 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
At the 27-yard line.
Let it. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Good trap. Shift.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, World. Check Mike 57.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get this. Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, Barton?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gould with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Miller. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 8, read. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's got Rome. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. On 3rd down, McFarland. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Bandit!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
44-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go,
So the
here we go.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he works free. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Here we go.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 180. 55. We own this. We own that.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings a 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Block working out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
At the 20-yard
29
line.
is Mike. Mike 29. No chance.
'Mostert. 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 45.
45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45. 45
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, boy.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
21. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They will run again with Coleman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, McFarland, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They look to throw. It's Locke. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Yeah.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Locke now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Go! 56 to my point. 56. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, wahoo. Big grip.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey. High 7. Who that? Check 52. You're out. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out.